What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a minute since I've uploaded. You guys, I've been going through a lot trying to just really figure out what is the best setup for me, and I think I've come like 95% close to like where I want to be as far as like my YouTube setup. So that's why I haven't been recording, but you guys know the process. So we're just gonna jump into the video. This is me doing my brows. I'm using the Makeup Revolution pencil in the shade dark brown, and I'm just filling in my brows. I really need to get them waxed because I feel like they're a little thick. But that's a conversation for another time. But anyway, I'm using that to just fill in my brows, and then from there I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. It's like a little tube, and it's in the shade 146, and I'm going to be using that concealer to clean up under my brows. Make sure you guys pay attention during this video, because the first person that say I didn't say the products is getting blocked. Like the last couple videos, I'll let y'all slide with saying that, but yeah, it's kind of getting old. Okay, I say the products. Try not to fast forward and listen slowly, and then you'll catch it. Love you. Okay, so once you have your concealer blended out as much as you wanted to under your eyes, you're then going to go ahead and apply your base, which is going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer. If that's what you guys choose to use, that's just what I use because I absolutely love it. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, and I just put that down, apply it with like a little brush. I used to do my finger, but I felt like my finger just wasn't getting it spread around like I needed it to, so I stopped doing that. But this palette is from OPV Beauty, and it is the Rainbow Splash palette that I'm using, and I'm using that green out of there. I wasn't too sure where I was going with this look, but I was like, I really wanted to just kind of step out of my normal cut crease zone and just kind of functify it a little bit. So I used this green, and I just kind of didn't go all the way into like the inner corners with it, just kind of kept it like a little bit away from the inner corners. I don't know, you guys can see it, I don't know how to explain it. But then just blended that out, and then from there I went in with like a lighter green and just kind of smoked out the edges just a little bit. Once you have that lighter green blended out, you're then going to go in with a little bit of black. Well, at least that's what I did. It's not what you got to do, but that's what I did. I went in with a little bit of black just to deepen up those edges, because you guys know I love a deep edge. I don't know what it is. I just feel like it just looks a lot better. So that's just, you know, what I do. And I also think it kind of defines the crease a little bit more too when you have a deeper edge. So I normally would do like a dark brown, but for this, the darkest I could go was black. So that's what I decided to do, and just kind of keeping that right under the arch of my brow, not taking it all the way in, just making sure that I focus right there on the outer parts of it. So on to like the little fun part here of cutting my crease. I do use the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer to actually cut my crease, which when I tell y'all like I'm in love with this primer, it serves as a primer and then it also serves as like, I don't know, like a thing to cut my crease, you know. So I use this to cut the crease, and I actually work off the back of my hands. So I'll put the primer on the back of my hands and just dip the brush in there and cut the crease. This becomes easier the more that you do it. But a tip if you don't know how to cut your crease is to always just apply a little bit to like the center of your lid and then look up and then trace it and connect from there. That was how I started, and then after a while I just kind of knew where I needed to apply my eyeshadow, which I might try again with the opening of my eyes, because I've noticed that my eyes appear a little bit smaller than what they used to be back in the day, and that's just because I used to draw my cut crease like so much higher, and I was able to pack in like so much more color, but then that transition color would always get lost. So it's like a lose-lose situation, kind of just a preference, whatever you guys feel like you want to do. So you guys let me know whether or not you guys want me to speed up this process or keep it at the speed that it's at currently, if that's helpful. I know some people don't feel like sitting throughout the whole thing watching me do my makeup, and some people do. I just want to make sure that we all on the same page on this channel. So let me know if you guys need me to speed it up, like if this part right here is just getting a little bit redundant, or if you guys want me to keep the pace the same. And yeah, we can do that in all the videos going forward, because I'm like, I never know, like if you need me to speed it up, like let's go chop chop, or if you need me to just keep it where it's at. So now I'm taking the red out of this palette, and just the same palette, y'all. I'm working with the same palette. I know sometimes I'll be skipping around, got 5-6 different palettes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm working out the same palette for this, and I'm taking the red and just applying it. So I blended out my edges. My suggestion to you guys would be to wait, if I can get it out, would be to wait until the primer dries, like the primer that you use to cut your crease. Wait until that dries, and then kind of blend out those edges so there's no harsh edges, and then from there go in with your lid space. So here I was not feeling this, because I was like, oh my goodness, it is giving Santa, it is giving Christmas Grinch. Like it was just, I was not feeling it. So I decided to go back on top of the red, just to smidge it with a little bit of pink, which I'll show you guys how I did that as well. Keep in mind that when you're blending matte shadows or any colors in general, that you guys want to like really tap and pat those in there. You don't have to like force it in there or whatever. A nice patting motion will allow them to blend pretty seamlessly. So just try that and see if it works for you. So the color that I just went in with on top of that red, just to kind of diffuse it a little bit, was an orange. And if you guys can see, I'm now going in with the lime green, and I am just gently tapping that into the orange, and it is blending out. So that's what I'm saying. Like you guys, you don't have to do a whole bunch. It don't take a lot to blend out, especially mattes. Mattes are super easy to blend out. So don't feel like you gotta, you know all of this, because I'm not artsy fartsy at all. And I'm able to do it. So if I can do it, y'all can do it, trust me, because I don't have a creative bone in my body. Okay, it just be happening. But this lime green is not going to be in that OPV Rainbow Splash palette. This green is from the Lick and Lash Flamingo palette. This palette was sent to me in PR, and I absolutely love this. The palette is just, the colors are amazing, the pigments are amazing. As you guys can see, I don't have a lot of fallout from it. I absolutely love that palette, and the greens in there are really what I gravitate to. So anytime you see like me having a greens on my lid or green in my inner corner, it normally comes from the Lick and Lash palette, because that lime green is like my fave. So you guys see me just go in with the pink. That was the pink I was telling you guys about because I felt like that red was just a little bit too, I don't like red on my lids. I've tried it and I don't like red on my lips. I don't know, me and red just do not get along. But it's crazy because if I wear red, people are always like, red is your color. But me and red on my face, we just don't get along. But I'm gonna try it again one of these days. I may even try a red lip, maybe this week or next week. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it though. But now I'm going in with my Becca Primer and I'm just applying this all to my face. If you have oily skin, this is great for you. I love this primer. It's just a staple in my collection. Now I'm going in with my foundation. This is the Maybelline. Oh, I keep saying it. Jesus, I want it to be Maybelline so bad. Oh, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. Oh my gosh, this is L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. If I could even get out, Jesus. And it's in the shade 525, and I am using this to cover and coat my entire face. The most awesome thing about this makeup that I can honestly say after wearing it for a while is that, first of all, it doesn't transfer as much as the Maybelline. Like when I wear my mask, it does not transfer a whole bunch. And on top of that, my makeup is still staying on all day. Even when I get home, yes, I'm oily, but it does not break apart. So I would highly suggest this foundation if you guys are looking for a foundation, if you're in the market for a foundation. This is pretty good and it's affordable. You guys know I'm all about affordable products, although Marc Jacobs does have a sale going on right now. I think they're getting rid of all of their makeup products. I'm not really sure, but I would like to try the Marc Jacobs foundation. I have to look into that. Let me make sure he ain't did no shady shit in the past. But I am definitely going to look into purchasing that. Maybe that'll be my next review. I'm not really sure. But an affordable makeup that is really good would be the Infallible. Once I've applied my lashes, and those are the Ari Jane Beauty lashes in the style Seduction. Y'all know Seduction is my favorite. Seduction. Yeah. Anyway, this is the Kylie Cosmetics concealer. I'm telling y'all, this concealer is fire. Kylie, she be out here in them streets doing what she do, but the girl made a good concealer, okay? And as far as I can see, she really don't be out here real bad. You know what I'm saying? She just do stuff that's a little bit annoying. So I guess I could buy the product. And it was only $5 when I bought it. It was on sale at Ulta. But the concealers are really good. I am using the shade Buttermilk. I also use the shade Almond, which is a little bit closer to my skin tone. But I absolutely love the concealers. I don't really like them to contour anymore. You know what? Let me not say that. They were good to contour, but I gotta try them again. You know what I'm saying? But to conceal, definitely get the job done. So my bad for being all up in the camera on this part, but I can't see. Y'all know I'm blind. I really do need to be wearing glasses. I just refuse to. I don't know. They covered by my insurance. I need to stop playing. But they just be hurting my nose and then getting contacts in. Y'all know. Oh, my life. Anyway, but I am setting my face and I'm setting this with the deep banana powder from Makeup Revolution. And I saw another makeup artist pour it in his hand and then apply it to his face. And I'm telling y'all, it has made a world of damn difference. Versus me just trying to scoop it up out of the little can it comes in and then try to apply it, because I feel like that's when you get too much and it is harder to blend. So with me just having it in my hand, I can scoop up just enough, and then just blend that out under my eyes. So I was kind of scooted down because I don't want to set like the fine lines under my eyes. But you can only do so much. You can only do what you can. So to set my contour, what I've been doing lately is I've been using the Juvia's Place Deep. This palette, I use the Deep, but I only use the top color. I don't use the darker one. So basically, the lighter of the two shades, that is the one that I use to set my contour. And I'm just pushing that all into the skin until I get it nice and bronzed the way that I want it. The one that I use to set my nose is going to be the shade that is just in Deep, and it is a lighter shade, and it is closer to my skin tone. So with my nose here lately, I just been kind of chilling out because I'm like, girl, I don't know what I want for my life, but I like a more natural nose now. So I try to, just kind of tone it down a little bit. I think as I get older, and the more that I play with makeup, my taste kind of changes. So whereas I used to like it super dramatic before, I don't now. And then probably in the next couple months, it'll change again. So once I set my contour, I go in and I bake. And then from there, I'm just going to go ahead and finish up with these lips, y'all. This pencil is from Essence. It's in Ulta. It's for like $2. It's actually an eyeliner pencil, but you guys know I use it to line my lips because I like a little bit of a deep thing. But after that, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the Morphe Cosmetics. This lipstick, I'm gonna have to see what the name of it is again, but it's like a pink lipstick, and when they shipped it to me, it was like all melted, kind of like the Jaclyn Hill shit. That's what happened with Morphe. But I really like the shade, so I continue to use it, although it is broken. It didn't have hair or anything in there, let me just say that. It just came broken, and I didn't appreciate it. But I also got it on sale. I only paid like $2 for it, so I really wasn't upset with them, you know what I'm saying? But occasionally I'll use that, and then I'll just top it with a Juvia's Place gloss. I have to think of the name of that gloss as well. But that is literally the end of this look. So if you guys have made it here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.